channel for today's video. I thought it would be super fun to just kind of chill and drink my coffee with you guys and answer some of you guys' questions. So I asked you guys on Instagram and on YouTube to ask me questions. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, subscribe. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And I got some interesting questions, so I really wanted to just answer you guys' questions and have you guys get to know me a little bit better and answer what you guys want to know about me. So I got my phone, I got the questions. Let's just get into it. So the first question is, what movie can you watch over and over without ever getting tired of? I'm not really much of a movie person. Like, I don't go and see movies. I don't really watch movies at home. Like, I'm a YouTube girl. Like, I love watching YouTube videos. That's like pretty much what I do. I don't watch a bunch of TV shows and I don't watch a bunch of movies. I literally just watch YouTube 24/7. So I don't know that I have like a favorite all-time movie. The only one that like comes off the top of my head is Bridesmaids, because I could literally probably watch that movie a ton and never get tired of it because it is so funny. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And as cheesy as it sounds, I would live like right where I am right now. I don't ever plan on leaving this area. I plan on staying here my entire life. Like, this is home. I love my hometown. I just really don't ever see myself leaving here. When I eventually one day move out and have my own place, I plan on getting a place that's not too far away from here. But if I like had the chance, if I could pick up all my friends and all my family and like make my own little town and move that to somewhere new, that's the only time I would ever move. I just can't imagine ever leaving my friends and family because I love them so much and they're all so important to me. But if I could like literally like pick them up and like move everybody with me, I would probably go to like the Carolinas, or yeah, probably only the Carolinas, just because I feel like the temperature is like perfect there all year round and you're close to the beach and it's just like a cool, they're just cool states, I think. So if I could, that's where I would go. I don't think that I would really go anywhere outside of the country and live there, just because like this is home. I just can't imagine living in another country. I would love to visit other countries, but I can't imagine like living somewhere else. My favorite dessert during the holidays. Okay, you guys, I have a sugar problem, I'm pretty sure, because I love sweets. I love sugar. That's gonna be one of my like things that I need to work on in the new year, is like not being so into sugar. I think I'm like addicted to it. I love any type of sweets. Like, I do not really have, I do have a favorite. Let me take that back. Cake pops. I love cake pops. Favorite dessert of all time. I don't know that that's necessarily like a holiday one, but I mean, I've had like quite a bit of cake pops and like holiday things that people bring around the holidays. I love cake pops like so much. They're so good. But honestly, any dessert, like I love cookies. I love everything that is sweets around the holidays. My stomach, on the other hand, is not loving it so much because I am getting sick from all the sugar I've been eating, but I just can't control myself. If you had to choose another career path, what would you choose? I really, really like this question a lot because my degree is psychology. For those of you that don't know, I've talked about it quite a bit. I absolutely love my degree. Like, I truly love what I've learned about. I love everything about it. I think it's like the coolest thing. I think if anything, everybody should be taking a course in psychology because it is so applicable to anything that you do. Like, you can literally use the information in psychology classes in anything that you do. It is just like the best thing ever. But sadly, job opportunities with a degree in psychology are not that good at all. I've talked to like my family and friends about this a lot because it's just, you really can't get a decent job with a psychology degree. It's kind of like you get this degree to continue your education, or if you're planning on continuing your education. So a lot of people continue and get their master's or even their doctorate degree in psychology or somewhere in the realm, like whether it be like a counselor or a therapist, anything like that. So that's what I was using it for, was a stepping stone to occupational therapy. If I had to choose another career path than what I've taken, I don't regret what I've done, but at the same time, like, I kind of wish that maybe I would have done some things a little bit differently, because it's just hard. When you go into college, you have like not very much time to figure out what you want to do, and once you start taking classes, like, it can just prolong school and you just keep spending more and more money. It is really hard to figure out exactly what you want to do. And I feel like if I could go back and redo it, I would probably do something that I could get a job with after 4 years and then like continue my education while I'm working. I don't know exactly what that would be, but something like that I really liked. I feel like I just kind of like, I really like what I'm doing, and like things are like still in the works for the career that I'm doing. I don't want to like talk about it too much because I'm still in between a couple things, but I feel like I would just want a degree that I could work with straight out of college and not have to worry about like continuing my education straight away. But also looking into like something that I really liked, something with kids is still what I would be doing. I feel like most likely if I could like start over and pick a new career path, I would do teaching, like early childhood education, because I love kids. But at the same time, Eddie asks me this all the time when I talk to him about stuff, because I love YouTube so much. Like, it is like my passion. I love everything about it. I love filming, I love editing, I love uploading, I like commenting, I like interacting with you guys, I like interacting with my friends. Love everything about it. I love making the thumbnails, and Eddie's always like, why didn't you go into like digital media or like something where you can do what you do with YouTube, except like it's like a job, like, you know, you go and get your degree or whatever, and then you can work in an office or whatever, instead of like this where you like kind of have to pursue it on your own. But I didn't know about that at the time, and honestly I had never considered it because it just like wasn't on my radar. I had never thought about doing that sort of thing. I didn't even start YouTube until my sophomore year in college, I think, and I didn't actually get dedicated to it until this year in college was when I like really put my all into it, because I love it so much, and I kind of realized that I loved it so much and I wanted to put my all into it. But honestly, I don't know if I would have ever gone in, I don't know what like the jobs are like in that field, but that's like something I think I would have considered because I love it so much. I just love the creativity behind it and being able to kind of like use what I want and like just be creative. Like I love being creative in that aspect. My plans since I graduated. So I think I touched on this a little bit. I will be going back to get my master's in what? I don't know yet. I will share with you guys once I know. We are on this road together to figure out what I end up doing with my life. So you guys know just as much as I do pretty much. I'm just kind of like figuring out some things. I'll probably know here before too long, and I will share it with you guys once I finally decide. But I really don't want to talk about it until I know for sure. But I will be going either in the summer or the fall to get my master's degree. That's the plan then, but until then I have like a really big break, so I'm just working. That's pretty much it. I'm working at where I interned, and I don't know what else I'm gonna come across along the way, if I'm gonna have another job or what this new year is gonna contain for me. Honestly, like this new year is super up in the air for me, which is very scary because I'm such a type A planner type of a person. Like I have to know what's going on, plan everything, like I need to know what's coming up. So this is a very weird feeling for me to not know really what's gonna be happening. But yeah, I'm just gonna be working, saving up money, obviously still doing YouTube. I would like to upload a little bit more frequently, but we'll see. You guys are on the ride with me. Favorite quote, my favorite quote hands down, I think I have it in my Instagram bio and like I have it in my room and stuff, it used to be my phone background, is don't quit your daydream. I don't know if that necessarily counts as a quote or if it counts as a quote actually. Don't quit your daydream. It's just something I live by. I feel like you always have to have some way to make money, obviously, so you need to be realistic in what you're doing, but at the same time, don't ever stop like what you dream of doing one day, because it really could happen. I'm like just that kind of person that wants to push myself, and you just never know what you can achieve unless you try. So favorite quote, I live by that quote. I love it. Must watch YouTubers. I watch a lot of big YouTubers, but I also watch a lot of smaller YouTubers. So obviously like the big ones you guys probably already know, they're super popular, so I'm not gonna go into those, but all of the small YouTubers that I'm like friends with and watch a lot, I think most of them are linked in the description down below, so make sure to go check that out. And maybe I'll try and link like a few others down there so that you guys can go check them out if you want good YouTubers to watch. I literally love all of them. Like I don't know how they don't have more subscribers because they are all so great, so you should definitely go check them out. This one says, did you reject not living on campus? I don't know if they mean like, do I regret not living on campus, or did I like not want to, what the deal with that is. So I guess I'll talk about that a little bit because I did not live on campus. So I go to a campus that's like not super duper far away from me, so I didn't really need to be living on campus anyway, and I didn't really want to spend the extra money. I honestly wanted to live at home. As silly as that sounds, like I just didn't ever see myself living in a dorm with a roommate or anything like that. Like I really just saw myself living at home, so that's what I did. I like living at home, although I'm ready to like get ready to move out at some point in the near future. I like living at home. It's not a bad deal. I get my rent paid for me because I live at home. I get food paid for me. It's super nice. I love my family. So that was a big part of it, was I just really didn't want to leave home yet. I wasn't ready, and I didn't want to spend the extra money also, but I don't regret not living on campus. I think maybe at first I did a little bit because I felt like I missed out on a lot, but when I met Eddie, I feel like I actually got some of that, which I love that I got that like through him, because it was really nice because I got to see, he lived on campus, so I kind of got to feel what it was like to live on campus without actually being the one that was living on campus. And I feel like I got to experience a lot of different things through him, and it was just really nice to kind of get that college experience of what it's like to like be away from home and living in a dorm, living with your friends, that sort of thing, but not actually be having to like pay for it and do it myself, because I really don't think I would have liked it. Favorite clothing brand, honestly, is probably Forever 21 because it's so cheap there. I'm not the kind of person that like wears their clothes often. Like I really like to like switch things up. I want to be better about re-wearing some of the things I have. I don't know why I'm like that. And I want to start getting like more basic pieces that I can like wear a bunch of different ways. So it feels like I'm wearing something different even though I'm not really. I'm just bad about that. So I really like Forever 21 because it's super cheap, super trendy, adorable stuff, and the quality is pretty dang good, I would say. Obviously, it's like probably not as good a quality as something that's like $80 compared to like $15, but for what you're paying, I think you're getting great quality. I love Forever 21. My other favorite store would probably be American Eagle. I really like their jeans and their sweaters and stuff. I feel like those are the two stores that I shop at the most often and the ones that I like the best. How old are you? I am 21 and technically a half. I'm 21 and a half, really. I'm just a little baby for where I am like in life. I feel like everybody's a year older than me, but yeah, I'm 21. My best friend asked me like 3 different questions and she's gonna yell at me if I don't answer them, so I'm gonna answer 2 of them because she already knows the answer to 1. If you won $3 million playing the lottery, what are 5 things you would do with it? So 5 things, I would definitely like buy myself a house. I think I would want to like do something with dog shelters because I see posts on like Instagram and stuff all the time of like little doggies that need homes, and it like breaks my heart so much because dogs are so sweet. I don't know how anybody could like be mean to a dog. They're the sweetest thing ever. So something with like shelters. I'd probably like give a bunch of money to charity, probably cancer research or something. Honestly, I would probably splurge on a vacation and do something fun, and then I would probably do something to like treat my friends and family, whatever that would be, like getting them something that they've always wanted that's like pricey, or just doing something special for them to give back to them. That's probably the 5 things that I would do. Favorite Christmas present I've ever got? Honestly, I feel like it would be my phone, as silly as that is, because you use it every day, and like I love an iPhone. I feel like iPhones are like superior to all other phones. I just feel like they're the best phone out there, as pricey as they are and as crappy as they can be once they get older. I love my iPhone. I think I've gotten like 2 iPhones for Christmas before. That was probably the best gift I ever got. Or like the first time, I know the first time that I ever got a cell phone was like, I think it was in high school when I first got my phone, and it was like one of those flip up ones, you know, when phones first like came out. I got one of those for Christmas. That like the first phone I ever got was probably the best Christmas present I got because it was like so cool and so new that I just really liked it. If you could visit anywhere in the world for a week, where would it be? For a week, I feel like I would definitely go like abroad. There's like a lot of different places. I feel like I'd really like to see like Australia. I've already visited Germany, Ireland, and France. I really liked all 3 of those places, but I don't remember that much, so honestly I wouldn't mind like going back and experiencing it now that I'm older. I'd love to go somewhere tropical again. Honestly, anywhere that's just like really cool and interesting, I would love to go. Is that even a good answer? Okay, I'll pick one place. I would like to visit, I'd probably say Australia, because I feel like it's kind of similar to here, but I feel like it's totally different and the weather's so different. I think I would go to Australia. What age do you think is a good age to get married? I feel like that's so different and unique to everybody, like depending on where you are in your life and like what all you kind of have going on and financially stable. Some people get married at like 18 or 20 or even like my age, 21. I just don't like, as cool as that is, and I think it is really cool when people get married young and they really like make it work. You hear older people that are like in their 60s or 70s that got married when they were 18 years old and they stayed married the whole time, and I think that's so cool that you can marry somebody so young and just grow with them and age with them and never lose connection with them. I think that's like the coolest thing ever, and I really do think it's cool for people to get married at a young age and make it work, even though I feel like it's a little bit more challenging. But I feel like the right age is just so different for anybody. I feel like a lot of people get married like their mid-20s, and I feel like it's getting older and older, which honestly I don't like. I'm like so old school when it comes to that. It's definitely more important for people today to have careers and to have a job, and it's more expensive to live and stuff, but I always thought it was so cool like back in the day when people get married young and like have like a big family. Like I love the idea of that. I feel like probably like mid-20s is like a good age. What has been the best day and worst day of your life and why? I honestly don't know if I could say, because I feel like I like say all the time like best day ever, and like I have a lot of like best days. Like I really do have a lot. Like probably when I turned 21 was like one of the best days ever because I felt so loved by everybody. It was like the best feeling in the world because everybody was just like, I don't know, I just like felt so special because everybody was like celebrating me or whatever. It was like the coolest feeling ever. I don't really know what the worst day of my life would be because I feel like I've had like some bad days too. Just like when sad things happen, I feel like then it's like a really bad day. And I feel like my bad days like kind of linger on. Sometimes I like let it affect me for longer than I should. Which celebrity would you switch lives with for a day and why? Hands down 100% Kim Kardashian. I just feel like she like lives the life. Like I would love to see, I feel like she does work hard behind the scenes that people like don't necessarily see, because she is definitely like a businesswoman. She has a lot going on. I would just love to see like what a day in her life is like. Like, is it easy? Is it hard? Like, what is her life like? I'm dying to know. I really am. One trait you look for in a friendship. Ooh, one, I feel like there's like, I really like friends that I can be myself with, because it takes me a long time to like really like let somebody know who I am, because I feel like I'm like super silly. I just love to like be goofy and silly and like have fun and joke around and like pick fun at people, not like picking on them, but like joke back and forth with each other. Like, I love that in a friendship. And I also love friends that like you can talk with, like have like serious conversations with. So I feel like, I know that's not one but two, but still. When are you getting married? Probably not for a little bit. If I had to like guesstimate how long, I would say like probably between 23 and 25. Like 23 being the youngest and 25 being the oldest that I think I would end up getting married, and 24 being like the most likely probably of when I get married. But I love you for asking that. What made you interested in making YouTube videos? I will link the video up in the cards of like why I started making YouTube videos and like how I started, what really drove me to do it. But really, I just watched it for forever and loved it. Like, I watched so many people do it and I was like, I love this so much. I was so in love with it from like a really young age. Not from a really young age, but like early in high school is when I really started getting into it. And then when I got in college, I think I just started to care less what people thought, because in high school, I feel like you're so consumed about like everybody and what they think of you. But once I got in college, I feel like I really like got a lot more confident and like just didn't care anymore. Like, this is what I wanted to do. I don't care if you don't like it. This is what I love. So that's like kind of how I started, but I just loved it. I really did. And like, I just knew that it was something that I needed to do. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just felt in my core that I just needed to do it. Even if it didn't really go anywhere, I just felt like this is what I was supposed to be doing. So I got a camera, started filming. I cried the first time I filmed a video because I hated it so much, because it really is like an adjustment. But I love putting on a show. I love making people laugh. Like, I just like that sort of thing. So I just felt like it was just exactly what I needed to do. So here I am. I don't really make one certain type of video. I'm all over the place because that's just how I am, but that's why I started. That's pretty much all the questions I'm going to answer for today. There was like a couple I didn't answer, but I didn't want to like drag this video on too long, and some of them I like didn't really have an answer for. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe by clicking down below and give this video a thumbs up for me. Follow me on Instagram. I will link that right here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.